Alright, so the quest for a new bike project always starts on the internet. This guy just responded to my Craigslist ad. What do we got here? 86 Honda Interceptor. Nice, I love me an Interceptor. Clear title, that always adds to the value of a bike. Bought as a project bike. Yes, don't care. Complete with extra parts, always a good sign. Carbs cleaned, easy, new tires, very often not needed. People say it needs new tires, but tires are fine. But whatever, I'll hold my reservation until I see it. Brakes were done, no problem. Otherwise in good condition. Asking $450, definitely in my price range. Yeah, I know that I can fix this bike up pretty easily and probably make some money on it. So before I contact him, I'm going to research how much these Interceptors are going for in what conditions. So I just searched in my search bar for 86 Interceptors on Craigslist.com. And let's see, we got a bunch of them here. This one's, oh, some of it deleted. Expired. Come on now, people. Alright. Here's one that's going for $2,500. Looks like it's in immaculate condition. So, I don't think I'll get that much for this one. Probably considering it's been beat up a little bit. But, you never know. Sometimes you find those diamonds in the rough. So, yep. I'm pretty encouraged by this. I'm going to call the guy up and set up an appointment. Alrighty. Got the address and the cash. I always bring cash. I don't insult people with, stories of, oh, I gotta cash a check or let me pay you tomorrow or all kinds of bullshit like that. I pay cash and try and be upfront with people. I've got my own haggling techniques. I'm sure you guys do too. I never pay full price for a bike. Nobody pays full price for the bikes that I sell. So you guys can determine what's best for haggling for you. But I go in there. I'm a pretty shrewd motorcycle buyer. So now we're going to hop in the truck and go check this thing out. I drive a big truck. It's big enough to put 2 Honda Goldwings in at the same time. It has these eye hooks. There's one there. And in here, find my key. I always carry all my tie-down straps with me. Because sometimes I get a call from a friend while I'm out who's like, oh, I got a great bike for you, man. Come over and get it. You need tie-down straps. So that's that. I just think it's really important when you're going to get a bike, not to bring any kind of X Factor BS with you, Like, if you go up and you're like, oh, $450, I'll give you $200 for it, but I gotta come back for it. And can you loan me some rope, man, or can you, drive it over? I don't have a truck. Then you're just not going to get the price you want, People just don't want to put up with that. But if you come over, you got your own truck, you got all kinds of stuff like this, and you're self-sufficient, ready to go, people generally haggle with you. One thing is, this truck's got like a 3 or 4 inch lift kit in it, and I don't have a ramp, and I've never had a ramp. And I've never had any problems getting bikes up into the truck. It's just, people are generally pretty willing to help you out. I can always drive the truck down into a ditch and just sort of roll the bike up. Never ever have any problems with it. Even one time I had to have a little old lady help me because she was selling her son's bike because he got bad grades. So she helped me throw a motorcycle in the back of this thing. But yeah, just come over there, have the truck on hand, and you'll get the bike you want. Even after like my 100th motorcycle acquisition, I always get super pumped when I go to see one. Always remember to take your helper out to lunch. Just a couple straps is all that's required. I usually use 2 or 4. 2 if the bike is facing forward, but 4 if it's backwards. So this one wasn't in as great condition as I was led to believe, so I didn't pay more than parts bike price for it, just a couple hundred. But I'm going to try and get it back going. You know, depending on how much it needs. If it's just not economically feasible, I might part it out. But really, you got to remember, you know, if you're not doing this for profit like I am, if you just want a bike project, you got to remember that any bike can be restored. I mean, it's all just a matter of number of parts that need to be replaced, you know? You can throw an engine in there, and this bike could be like in the worst condition in the world. You throw an engine in and you throw a couple parts on, and it will be a great bike again, you know? You just got to think how much you're willing to invest in it. So don't ever think of a bike as beyond the ability to restore. You know, anything can be restored. I have all the body pieces for it. I've got a bunch of extra parts. It's got a clear title, so it's worth the money. It's sort of at the back of the line, but I might bump it up depending on what my assessment finds. So, sorry I didn't show you guys any of the high-level negotiation, but this guy was a shrewd customer, and it took some wheeling and dealing to get him down. I think I'm going to have fun with it. Honda Interceptor. Groovy.